YouTube, what is good with y'all? Welcome back to another video on the channel, man. Today we are going to be going over some of the things that I noticed in the beta about Ultimate Team. Now, obviously, again, I didn't really play much Ultimate Team because I wanted to get an experience in like regs. I wanted to get experience in playing just practice mode, things like that, and just getting an overall feel for the game. I wasn't really all that concerned with Ultimate Team. Obviously, we'll probably be getting some information of that coming this week. I was thinking I was gonna drop this video later, but I actually ran out of time today. So in order for you guys to get a video today, you guys are gonna be getting, you know, my thoughts on Ultimate Team. Again, I have my notes on my phone, so if you guys see me, you know what I'm saying, looking at my phone, that is the reason why. But my boys, before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe as we're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, man. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of the things that I noticed about MUT. And again, we'll probably get some more information on this, so I'll talk about it a little bit more whenever we do get, you know, the deep dive, whenever that does end up coming out. So first things first, it's kind of what I started with in the previous video of yesterday's video. If you guys haven't, you know, check that out, make sure you go check that out as well. I kind of give my thoughts on Madden 26 as a whole, and you know, everything gameplay wise, non-gameplay wise, just an overall, you know, thought of what I think of Madden 26, which is overall pretty positive. Again, I'm not sponsored by EA. This is not sponsored by EA. I don't want somebody thinking like, oh, you're a shill. I'm not. But let's get into it. So the first thing that I kind of started off with the video yesterday, the game does feel faster. Like the load times are a lot faster in the solos. Like I played a few solos, the load time was a lot faster. The menus felt a lot smoother. And something I noticed was that the catalog actually loaded a lot faster. Now, I don't know if that was because there was a lot less cards in the game. There's a lot less people on the servers. That could have something to do with it, but overall the menus do feel a lot faster, so that is something I think a lot of people will probably enjoy. It's a little bit easier to navigate the menus, and then the menus are pretty much about the same, nothing too different, but you know, obviously it's the beta, so they probably just reused what Madden 25 stuff was. Maybe some things changed coming out, but again, it felt pretty smooth to me. Next thing, the card art, I mean, you guys have seen the card art, but it looks good. I'm not gonna lie, like, you're gonna be able to cook up with the card art. I think it's gonna look really good, but it looks a lot like a mobile game, I will say that. And speaking of that, like when you look at cards, you can kind of flip the card over and be able to see the stats a lot quicker, so you'll be able to like see if a card makes your team a lot faster than having to go like, oh, I gotta click on the card and then look at its overall and look at the stats. You can kind of quick flip the card and see like the most important stats, things like speed, acceleration. I think it just kind of depends on the position. Like for example, like quarterback, you'll be able to see things like, I think throw power and some accuracies were there too. And then obviously like zone coverage, man coverage, or DBs, just as an example. So, you know, pretty cool when it comes to that. Another thing that I saw, you can also see the abilities, the chemistries, and the X factors that you can apply on there. I didn't see them actually functional, but I'm assuming when the game actually does come out, that's probably going to be something they fix that's going to be, you know, in the game. So that is something that I wanted to kind of note with that. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was when I was actually obtaining players, and like they made it really easy to obtain players. So I just wanted to kind of test things out. So they were kind of talking about, I remember looking at it in the college football Ultimate Team, and I think they brought it over to Madden. There's like this like quick thing where you hit like, I guess a quick command, that's the easiest way I can explain it, where you hit the left trigger and it pretty much will promote your player to a starter. It honestly, it will even do it based off of chemistry. I don't know how smart that's gonna be, but it seemed okay. We'll have to wait and see, but it'll put players in your lineup like quickly based off of chemistry. It'll do it for starters. It'll even do it for your backup. So if your card is better than the current backup you have, it will replace it and do it. And you don't even have to go to the lineup screen. You just hit LT when you pull the card in the pack. You compare it to your card, hit LT, it's in your lineup. So I thought that was really cool. You also could sell your duplicates on the auction house. Now, at least again in the beta, there was no way to change the price. So like, I don't really know how that's gonna work. Hopefully they'll make it to where you can actually change the price, because a lot of times the cards were like zero. It would just say 0 coins, and you couldn't actually post it from there. So hopefully it'll actually be functional when the game does come out. It's pretty cool. I think that's a really cool feature for them to add, so you don't have to go in there and like, you know, do the normal where you click on the card, go to auction, post it. You can do it a lot faster. So hopefully, as long as that's there, it's cool. Next thing we want to talk about is, I think season tickets are going to come back. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, so I just wanted to share that. There were beta tickets in the beta, so I'm assuming that means season tickets will be back. Season players are going to be back. Boomer bust packs are going to be back, etc., etc. Hopefully they bring the cards back with 32 theme teams. I think that is like really cool. I think that's something cool. Obviously, again, it does kind of take away from the factor of it being true theme teams, but I think early on in the year it does make it to where those cards are a lot more usable, especially from a no money standpoint. So I like it personally, but I know some people don't. So I would prefer it, but it's not the end of the world with that. So my assumption is with season or with the beta tickets being in the game, I'm assuming season tickets will be back. That's my assumption. So there was something interesting that I saw, and I think they kind of already touched on this. They're adding solo champs, and you get a free entry into that mode by completing your 3 daily challenges. So like, you know how like in Madden 25 you have your daily challenges. It'll be like open a pack, get 150 yards, and get like 4 tackles or something like super easy, right? And then you get like your strategy items, which strategy items are back, by the way. Strategy items, you get your daily coin pack and all that. Solo champs, you can get entry into solo champs for free by doing that. Solo champs is just the offline version of MUT champs, you feel me? So that's what I think. I think that's really cool for the offline guys. I think that's really cool. And there was also something that I noticed. I forget what it was called, but there seemed like there was like an offline gauntlet. And I think if they execute it right, it actually could be really good, especially for the people that like playing offline. It could be really nice for a lot of the offline MUT grinders. So I definitely think that's pretty cool, you know, from that standpoint. I also noticed there was something called the run. And basically what the description was, there's 4 levels and there's 5 games each. So I'm assuming it'll probably be rookie, pro, all Madden type of thing, or I don't know what they're going to necessarily do with that. And then like, as you go up, it's like better rewards. Could be something looking into grinding like that. That look pretty cool in my opinion as well. Again, I'm not really much of an offline Madden type of player, but I mean, if they make it rewarding, I'll play. I will definitely play. If it's rewarding, I will play. You feel me? The next thing, and we'll get to the last couple of packs, or the last couple of things here, not last couple of packs, last couple of things here. So the lineup screen is pretty much the same. It looked the exact same. It was the exact same setup. I know with the like new positions and stuff, it was like I don't know, people were like concerned with that, but it's pretty much the same. The only difference is like, instead of left outside, right outside linebacker, it says Will, Mike, Sam. Will being weak side linebacker, Will weak. You feel me? If you don't understand football, I mean, kind of simple. Sam, strong side of the formation. So there you go. That is how they distinguish that weak side versus strong side of the formation. There you go. Also, it just says right edge and left edge instead of D end. It say right edge, left end. That's the other thing. I know they already mentioned that, but just wanted to confirm that is a thing. They also said they were talking about the gadget position. So the gadget position is in the game. It is in MUT, and I saw you could put any player in there. It didn't matter who it was, defense, offense. You could put whoever you wanted on there. So that could be interesting. It could mean Travis Hunter, and they'll probably make that to where certain cards are going to truly be gadget cards, and those are going to be people are probably going to go crazy over those. I truly feel like that's what's going to be. Another thing that I think another thing that I like saw, or that I feel, is that Jaylen Herz card. I forget how you get it specifically. I have it pulled up right here. Actually, I think it's from the pre-orders, right? So if you pre-ordered by July 24th, if you pre-ordered the game by July 24th, you got a Jaylen Herz that would be able to be upgraded to an 87 overall, which I actually don't think I pre-ordered that in time. I hope I did. I gotta look at my order, but I hope I pre-ordered by the 24th. But regardless, what I was gonna say is that Jaylen Herz is probably gonna be pretty good. Like, I truly think that card might actually be pretty good. He gets all 32 theme teams. Probably don't want to get Rookie Premier quarterback. That's just my opinion. We'll have to wait and see what the Rookie Premiers are looking like, but that's just my opinion. The last 2 points I wanted to make was that pack openings are still slow. The animation is still really, really slow. I kind of hope they fix that, but it was the same as the Madden 25 animation, so I'm assuming they're going to change it. Hopefully it's a little bit faster. That's kind of nitpicking at that point, but I kind of wish they would make that a little bit faster. And then the last thing is that, like, applying tokens. So, like, you know, when you upgrade, you know, tokens on a player, it still takes a really long time. I really feel like if you have a certain amount of tokens, you should just be able to auto apply them and just scroll up to however many tokens you have and just apply all the previous tokens. I understand that's probably a mess from a coding perspective, but hopefully that is something they can add in the future. Again, that's just me nitpicking at this point, but that is, you know, kind of something that I wish they would add. So that is gonna be it for the video. Another yap session and everything like that. I will be dropping the full run house rules thing. Y'all be getting that tomorrow. I just ran out of time today, so hopefully y'all understand. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some insightful information, some cool insight before the blog comes out. So I'm giving y'all a little information before it does come out. Again, some of this was in the college football blog, but they did bring a lot of those features over here, so I wanted to just confirm that and everything like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. We're on that road to 4,000 subs, man. We're gonna hit it real soon, and appreciate you guys for all the love on the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.